Some days, you feel far too easy to touch. A single word can ruin your mood for hours. A glance, a meaningless comment from a stranger can drag your mind to the depths. You try to appear strong, but deep down, you know, your emotions are being controlled by someone else. Humans are strange creatures. We can endure great pain in life, yet collapse over the smallest things, a criticism, a rejection, or even silence from someone. And then you ask yourself, why do I let the outside world affect me so easily? Why am I so vulnerable to things that don't even matter? The truth is, deep inside each of us, there is a soft spot we rarely dare to face. We want to be loved, to be recognized, to be respected. And precisely because of that, we become the easiest targets to hurt. In this noisy world, many people are carried away by their emotions like leaves drifting in a stream. But there are also those who become untouchable, not because they are cold, not because they are indifferent, but because they have learned an art, the art of not reacting. This is not apathy. This is self-mastery, the ability to stand firm while everything around you falls into chaos, the skill of turning every provocation into fuel for growth. And if you want to become someone the world cannot shake, someone untouchable, the journey begins here. In this video, we won't talk about hiding or suppressing your emotions. Instead, we will dive into an art that people have practiced for thousands of years. The art of mastering your reactions. The art of building a mind that cannot be easily shaken. The art of becoming someone no one can control through words, actions, or emotions. But before we learn to become untouchable, we need to understand what truly makes us so easy to touch. The journey begins within. And the next part will open the first door. To become untouchable, you must start with this simple truth. You are not vulnerable because the world is too strong. You are vulnerable because inside, there are doors left unguarded. We often think pain comes from outside, from people, from situations, from the unexpected events that happen every day. But the deepest pain always comes from within, from the things we have not faced, from the expectations we dare not admit, from the gaps we try to hide. Look back for a moment. How many times have you felt sad because someone didn't reply to your message? How many times have you felt angry because someone misunderstood you? How many times have you worried simply because someone disagreed with you? What hurts you is not their actions. It is the meaning you attach to those actions. A word does not hurt you unless you believe it to be true. A person ignoring you does not wound you unless you feel you are not enough. A rejection does not destroy you unless you let it define your value. The truth is, we are not hurt by the world. We are hurt by the unspoken expectations we place on it. The expectation to be understood, the expectation to be recognized, the expectation that things go our way, the expectation that others behave as we wish. And when these expectations are not met, we react. We lose control. We are carried away by our emotions like a leaf swept up by the wind. But the untouchable are different. They do not build their strength by trying to control the world. They build it by understanding themselves. They know what they expect. They recognize their inner weaknesses. They see the gaps that make them vulnerable, and they learn to master them. That is why not reacting is not coldness. Not reacting is understanding that emotions are not the enemy. They are signals. A signal that something inside you has not yet healed. A signal showing where you need to be stronger. a signal that shows you are handing over control of your life to the world. The path to becoming untouchable does not begin by ignoring everything. It begins by observing yourself when you feel triggered, because every external provocation is merely a mirror reflecting what's going on inside. And in the next section, we will look deep into that mirror to see what truly drives your reactions and how you can reclaim control. If you want to become untouchable, there are 5 principles you need to ingrain in your mind. Principle 1. Understand your own emotions. The vulnerable are those who let their emotions dictate their actions. The untouchable are different. They observe their emotions, but do not let them control them. Ask yourself, what am I really angry about? Where does this anxiety come from? Is this reaction truly necessary or just an old habit? As the Stoic Epictetus taught, we are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them. If you understand your emotions, you are no longer the victim. You become the observer, maintaining enough distance to stay unshaken. Principle 2. Separate emotions from events. Everything that happens in life is neutral. A criticism, a failure, a rejection. It is not the event itself that is the problem. The problem lies in how you interpret it. Instead of reacting immediately, pause. Take a deep breath. View the situation as an outsider. Remember, you are not the event. You are how you respond to it. And that response can be chosen. You can choose not to let it touch your ego. Principle 3. Don't give others control over you. Someone makes you angry or sad. They only have power over you if you allow it. Learn to stand firm. When attacked, recognize this is their choice, not yours. When ignored, understand your value does not depend on others. The untouchable do not seek validation from others. They validate themselves. They take responsibility for their own emotions, and no one can steal their inner peace. Principle 4. Keep distance from what you cannot control. Life is always unpredictable. You cannot control other people's behavior, the events that happen, or public opinion. The ordinary are carried away because they try to change the unchangeable. The untouchable choose to focus only on what they can control. Their thoughts, their actions, their attitude. Every time you react to what is beyond your control, you hand your power over to the world. Keeping distance is taking that power back. Principle 5. Build inner strength. Ultimately, all these principles point to a single goal: inner power. You become untouchable when you know that your self-worth does not depend on others. Learn to master your emotions. Stay calm in every circumstance. Refuse to be shaken by anyone. This is a person who can walk through storms standing tall. A person free in a chaotic world. A person for whom every temptation, every criticism, every conflict is only a challenge to grow stronger, not a force that can break them. The untouchable are not just theoretical. They build this power through daily practice. Here are practical steps you can start applying right now. Step 1. Practice silence before reacting. Whenever you feel provoked or criticized, instead of replying immediately, pause for 3 seconds. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this really worth losing my calm over? This habit breaks the chain of automatic reactions, ensuring that no one can manipulate your emotions. Think of it as training a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Step 2. Keep an emotion journal. Each evening, spend 10-15 minutes writing down the emotions you experienced, what caused them, how you reacted. This helps you recognize emotional patterns, see your weaknesses, and identify areas where you can exercise control. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Writing down your thoughts is a way to understand yourself. When you understand your emotions, they no longer control you. You control them." Step 3. Separate yourself from others' words or actions. For example, a colleague criticizes you. Instead of taking it personally or reacting with anger, remind yourself, "This is their choice. It does not define my value." Practicing this daily helps you maintain inner strength and prevents others' words from shaking your stability. Step 4. Limit time around negative energy. Limit exposure to people who constantly complain, gossip, or radiate negativity. If interaction is unavoidable, maintain mental distance. Listen, but do not absorb their emotions. This protects your energy and prevents unnecessary drama from draining you. Step 5. Learn to say no. The untouchable always know how to refuse. Time-wasting requests, stressful conversations, attempts to control or manipulate them. Saying no protects your inner boundaries and is essential for remaining unmanipulable. Step 6. Practice self-sufficiency. Every day, make time for meditation or quiet reflection, reading and expanding your knowledge, exercise or physical training, pursuing personal passions. When you fill yourself from within, you no longer rely on others for validation or happiness. Step 7. Evaluate relationships. Ask yourself, does this person bring positive or negative energy? Does this relationship support me in becoming the best version of myself? The untouchable choose companions wisely and never allow any relationship to pull them down. At this point, we've covered the key principles for becoming untouchable. Now it's time to integrate them into a practical life strategy. One, recognize your emotions before reacting. Each time you feel tension, pause, breathe, and observe your emotions. This ensures that you act with reason, not reflex. The result: no one can control you through words or negative attitudes. 2. Maintain inner control through journaling and reflection. Keep an emotion journal, meditate, and train your focus. When you truly understand yourself, you remain unshaken, immune to judgment or others' opinions. As Stoic Crowned Silence always emphasizes, the greatest power is the power to control yourself. Three, protect your energy and set boundaries. Limit time with negative people and learn to say no firmly. When your energy is clear and focused, every decision becomes sharper and more effective. You will no longer be pulled into drama, stress, or pressure from others. 4. Self-fill and personal growth. Dedicate time to knowledge, health, good habits, and personal passions. When you are self-sufficient, you no longer rely on anyone else for your sense of worth or happiness. Others will respect and feel the strength that comes from your independence. 5. Choose relationships wisely. Connect only with those who support your growth and bring positive energy. Distance yourself or remove relationships that pull you down. When you stand strong, your relationships are no longer based on need or fear, but on mutual respect and support. Six, practice non-reactive habits. Every action, word, and decision is considered. This allows you to remain calm, confident, and less affected by stress or provocation from others. You become the untouchable version of yourself, steady, self-controlled, and unmanipulable. 7. Apply daily. Create an invisible shield. Imagine each principle as a layer of invisible armor. Layer 1. Stay calm in the face of any stimulus. Layer 2. Control your energy, time, and emotions. Layer 3. Develop yourself, independent of others. Layer 4. Choose supportive relationships and environments. Layer 5. Act from reason, not fear. When combined, you navigate life with autonomy, strength, and immunity to harm, no matter what the world throws at you. Summary of the Untouchable's strength. Do not react to negative emotions. Keep your energy clean and focused. Cultivate self-mastery and inner independence. Choose relationships wisely. Practice daily to become steady, calm, and unshakable. With consistent practice, this state becomes instinctive, and you naturally become someone no one can manipulate or hurt. Call to action. If you found value in this video, like the video to support Stoic Crowned Silence. Subscribe so you won't miss more videos that help you become strong, self-controlled, and untouchable. Leave a comment sharing. Which principle will you practice first to become untouchable? Remember, the greatest power lies in controlling yourself. Protect it, train it, and share this journey with those you want to grow alongside.